public is pouring through the U.S. Capitol rotunda to get one last view of President Jimmy Carter before he is laid to rest later this week. Natalie Brand is on Capitol Hill to hear their stories about why President Carter meant so much to them.
The snow and cold blanketing the nation's capital has not deterred long lines of admirers from coming to pay their respects to former President Jimmy Carter.
Without President Carter actually implementing Department of Education, I would have never made it through college.
Kimberly Harris from Washington counts the nation's 39th president as one of her favorites. Jill Jack, visiting from Iowa, worked on Carter's campaign in 1976.
I said, oh, he'll never be president because I can't understand half of what he's saying with his southern drawl. But then as he campaigned more, I thought, you know, as a Midwesterner, I thought, you know, he's got it.
Others here for this national goodbye have special connections to Carter. Kelly Callahan has spent nearly 30 years with the Carter Center, focused on fighting disease globally in the most vulnerable communities.
It's changed public health. It's changed the face of the neglected tropical diseases. This is a class of diseases that no one really talked about and no one really knew about before President Carter's post-presidency.
Callahan says Carter's legacy is one of compassion.
President Carter lived his life focused on the love of humanity and ensuring that the gap between the rich and the poor grew smaller and smaller and smaller.
The observances honoring the former president will culminate Thursday with a state funeral at the National Cathedral and a hometown funeral in Plains, Georgia, where he will be laid to rest. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.